Okay, we're on Pesachim, Perek Tet Mishnah Yud Aleph, last Mishnah in the 9th chapter of Pesachim. Okay, in the last Mishnah, we learned about what happens if I have two groups or more than two groups, and that they all got their Pesachim mixed up. And we learned the important principle that according to the Braita, you're never allowed to leave a Korban Pesach without an owner. So now our Mishnah is going to be just a brief continuation of that Mishnah, and it's going to discuss not groups, but what happens if two people, just two individuals, these two guys, we're going to focus on these two guys, and they got their Korban Pesach mixed up, because they have a problem. Because remember we said that you can never leave a Korban Pesach unowned. So if I deal with my Korban Pesach and I imagine that my Korban Pesach, if I say, okay, well we don't know, we have these two Korbanot, we don't know which one belongs to whom. Let me just make this a little bigger. The computer's a little bit slow because it can't really handle the load. Okay, these two guys, and they say we don't. We want to say, okay, whatever. I'll take my hands off. You can't do that because we don't have an owner. So what do you do in that case? Says the Mishnah, Shnayim shenit arvu pischeihem, two people whose korbanot, whose animals got mixed up. So what do you do? Zeh moshech loecha v'zeh moshech loecha. So each one takes a korban. Each one takes an animal. Then so the solution is going to be adding more people. This one appoints somebody minashuk, meaning somebody from the outside. And this guy, and the other one also says brings another person from the shuk, from the outside. The shuk means the market. So you know what he says? So he says, listen, okay, I want to add, I'm going to say you're in my group now, and now you're in my group now. Actually, we're going to do it the other way around because it's going to be backwards, okay? You're going to take it so the colors will be the same. You're in my group now, and you're in my group now. Okay, so each one now we can solve the problem. Now we don't have the problem because now we have two. Okay, so that's exactly, you can guess what's going to happen based on what we learned in the last Mishnah. Zeh ba'etzel zeh, bezeh ba'etzel zeh. So now once they do that, then we switch. This one goes to that side, and that one goes to that side. Okay, and then what do they say? And they say the following: Im shelihu pesach zeh. If the one now that the Pesach that we're standing next to is mine, yadecha mishuchot bishelcha mininetal shali, then you get out of your group and you become to my group. You remove your hands, pull back your hands from your group and come to my group. V'im shalchahu pesach zeh, but if it's yours, then yadim mishuchot mishali v'nimneti al shalach. Then I take my hands from this one and I become yours. So this is what he says. The guy moves over to the other group, okay, and he says, listen, did we just switch? I don't remember in our picture. Yeah, we did that. Okay. So he comes over to the new guy, the second guy in the group, and says, listen, if this animal is mine, then you come into my group, and we're all a happy group. But if the animal is yours, then I come into your group, exactly as we did in the last Mishnah. And that way we solve the problem. Since two guys alone can't remove their hands from the korban because it can't go without an owner, the solution is to add new people to the group, and then they do the exact same thing they did in the last Mishnah. Okay, we'll stop here and dedicate our learning of this Mishnah to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha and Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.